Welcome to the next part of iPhysEd.com's guide to Google Apps for phys ed. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I've used Google Forms to help me in the setting up and running of our upcoming swimming carnival. So what I've done for each class is I set up a Google form to collect the times for the students' time trials to make it easier to sort them later on. So you can see an example of one here, which is 3BM, one of the classes. So I've set up class, stroke time, these are all tick boxes. Have a drop down menu, okay, which should be student names, so there's all my student names in the class, and underneath a space for a time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this form to myself, okay, so that I can easily access it later. Alright, so that's sent. Now if we go to my iPad, which I've been using at the swimming pool, okay, go to my email, and I should have the email that was just sent. Okay, if I click here, it's going to take me to a Safari version of the Google form. Okay, so here's my Google form. Now the first thing I'm going to do before I start filling this in is I'm actually going to save this to my home screen. So pushing the little arrow up the top and add to home screen. Alright, 3BM swim times and add. Okay, there it is. I've also made like a little folder here already, which you can see, which shows, okay, all of those swim time forms. Alright, so we go to the pool, the kids are doing their time trials, easily go to 3BM, and I can start filling it in. So class 3BM, choose the stroke which they're doing, choose the student, and then enter the time. Okay, whatever their time for 53 is. Okay, once I'm done, choose a different student. And I'm going to submit that. Okay, it's been recorded. Now if I want to submit another response, just simply click that. So I could do this over and over and over again until I have all of the students. Okay, so we've done all our time trials. How am I going to use this information to help me? If I go back to my Google Drive, okay, you can see here are all my forms that I've set up for all my classes. Okay, and it's going to give me the form and then the responses. So if I now go to responses, it's going to show me all of the examples of when the student or when I filled in a form. Okay, so we've got the timestamp, class, the stroke, the student, and the time. Okay, now really easily I can sort these by different things. So I can sort them by time, so sort A to Z. Okay, and there we go. It's given me the times from A to Z. Now I can use these times to really simply choose, say, the first 8 students on that list will be in the Division 1 race, the next 8 students Division 2, and so on and so forth. And that way it makes sure that the students are racing against other students who are around the same speed as them. Really easy to use, really fantastic way of just quickly getting data and being able to organize it and sort it into a way that's going to be helpful for you. I could also sort it by stroke, for example, here if I choose this one. Okay, and then I've got backstroke, freestyle, breaststroke separated there. Okay, if I was to have kids in different classes, I could also sort it by class. Okay, or if you've got more than one student, you know, the students have done it more than one time, you could also sort it by student, so you then end up with all of those students' times for comparison. It's helped me to be able to quickly organise this swim gala for the Friday instead of having to take the stopwatch and a piece of paper and then come back to school and type it into a spreadsheet for organising. It's already straight in there from that Google form. I hope this helps. I hope this is something that you can try with your athletics carnivals or swim galas, and stay tuned to iPhysEd.com for further tips and tricks on how you can use Google Apps for phys ed.